Hey guys, I know I usually don't do videos on Friday nights here, but this one is extremely important. The story actually just broke today, and we want to be one of the first ones to actually bring this out to you guys. So many of you know that we are going out to Houston, Texas on March 30th for the Drag Queen Story event there. And we've been doing this for several months. We've been traveling the country now, going to all these different events, and we've been warning people about the danger to children. And we've heard stories, you know, the last one in Evansville, Indiana, that drag queen whose own siblings said that he should not be allowed around children. There was CPS involved with him based upon his activities with children. There was another one. I can't remember where it was right now. Another one who has a sketchy past that comes to children. And now we see, okay, and the link is actually in the description here. As we see in Houston, Texas, one of the drag queens is a registered sex offender. This is a registered sex offender, and I'm looking at the registry right now. His name is Alberto Alfonso Garza, and his crime was aggravated sexual assault of an 8-year-old boy. This is a man whom the library has been letting read to children. Parents have been bringing their children to Drag Queen Story Time in Houston, Texas, okay? Bringing their children to this man, letting them sit in his lap, and letting him read stories about being LGBT and how it's good and normal and everything else. And as it turns out, this particular drag queen here is a registered sex offender. And I want to play something for you. And I want you guys to listen to it because this is the news article that broke today. Okay? Listen.
Breaking news, we have just confirmed that a registered child sex offender has been reading to children at a Houston public library as part of its Drag Queen Story Hour.
This was brought to our attention by a group who's been trying to put an end to the program. A media spokesperson for the library confirms one of those drag queens, Tatiana Malanina, is really Alberto Garza, a child sex offender. In 2008, he was convicted of assaulting an 8-year-old boy.
Most parents would not allow that individual to sit.
This is Tracy Shannon, by the way. She's the one who asked us to come down in March.
In this library, sashay in, and be held up as a role model to our children. Shame on you, Mayor Turner.
The library issued...
And the library issued a statement that says, "We deeply regret this oversight and the concern this may cause our customers. We realize this is a serious matter."
Statement saying, in part, "We deeply regret this oversight and the concern this may have caused our customers. We realize this is a serious matter." We'll have much more on this tonight at 10 and on our website, khou.com.
We have been warning you guys all this time about this. We have been warning you all about this. And everybody kept saying, no, 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 drag queens are no danger to children. Well, here it is. This particular one also happens to identify as transgender now. Sexual assault of an 8-year-old. And parents are bringing their children. And it's funny because, and again, I'm not going to stay on too long tonight, but I did want to bring this to your attention because it is important, okay? Because we're out there, and you guys can go back and you look at how many people just on YouTube, just on Facebook have told us how unloving we are and how we're pushing these people further away from Christ when we rebuke them for their perversion, when we tell their parents they are not good parents for bringing their children to these events. People tell me all the time how we can't say these things. We can't say they're good parents. Well, look what you've been doing. We've been saying it out there and saying it again. That you are literally, these people are preying on your children. And not only are they praying that you are voluntarily, or parents are voluntarily bringing their children to these monsters. Okay? And the big thing is about this, now I've been on the phone for a while. I've been getting messages and talking to people. And here's the thing about it. There has not been a peep, not a word from the LGBT groups down in Houston, Texas in regards to this. Not a word thus far, at least not that I've seen. Nothing. Okay? Now, I'm sure they'll try saying that this person is not a member of the LGBT. Well, if you look on YouTube, they've been endorsing this person for years, apparently. with their drag nonsense. It's all over YouTube channels with this particular person on there. Really? This person is a member of the LGBT. This person is guilty, registered for sexually assaulting an 8-year-old boy. Okay? You can look it up. The link to his registry is in the description in this video. Okay? Click on the bottom there. There it is. If you want to know why we're out there, why we're going to these events, why we are preaching against them, why do we issue such a harsh rebuke, it's because of things like this, okay? Nobody wants to admit that this is really going on, but this is actually happening today in our culture in 2019 America, okay? Not only that, but this drag queen event down in Houston, Texas, the Kindred Lutheran Church is hosting it now. They're hosting it on the 30th. There's a church that is literally bringing sexual predators, child sexual predators into their doors. And we're just supposed to say it's the Christians that are unloving. It's the Christians that are the ones that are unloving because we're out there and telling people that this is perverse. We're telling parents that they're not good parents. They don't love their children. And now you know why. And I guarantee that the library, I'm willing to bet that the library knew this was going on. Because I'm going to tell you guys something that I couldn't say till now. Okay? But there has been FOIA requests. We have a friend in the American Library Association. I can't say who it is. But this person has been trying to get information. There have been 3 FOIA requests made to the library in Houston. They refused to give the FOIA. They then went and made a report to the Attorney General. And the Attorney General made them give up the Freedom of Information Act requests. They made him give the information up. And now we find this out. How many more times do you need to see that these are sexual deviants, that these are perverts that are looking out and are trying to get your children? Okay? It is simple as that. I told you guys in the beginning, there is a reason that these people are so dead set on getting children. It's because they want to sleep with them. Okay? They want to lower the age of consent. That's what's taking place. And the churches are still silent about it. The churches still aren't out there. And look what's happening. Sex offenders, child sex abusers are being given access to children, all in the name of love and tolerance. And we buy into it hook, line, and sinker. Shame on you. Every single person who just pretends like this isn't happening. Every single Christian who's not out there rebuking this, who's not out there calling these people on it, who's not out there helping and praying and preaching, shame on you. Because part of the reason it's happening is because of your apathy, because of your cowardice. I mean, the news article right here, updated 8:58. A registered child sex offender has been reading to children at Houston Public Library as part of its drag queen story time. Most parents, and this is again, Tracy Shannon, most parents would not allow that individual to sit in this library and be held up as a role model to our children. Shame on you, Mayor Sylvester Turner. Yes, that's right. Drag Queen Story Time is all about giving your children unabashedly queer role models. They say it right on their website. Are we ready to start doing something now, church? Or are we going to continue to give it a pass? This is absolutely disgusting that this is happening. But it cannot be ignored. And every single one of you guys, every single person who watches this video, whether you watch it now or live, and I'm sure that it'll be taken down soon. But the link is in there for yourself. Verify the information for yourself. This is disgusting. And I got to be honest, it's the church's fault. It really, truly is. It's our own fault because we have grown apathetic, lazy, and cowardly. We should be disgusted with ourselves as a church. But maybe now after seeing this, maybe now you'll wake up. Maybe now some of you will join us. Maybe now you'll help us. Maybe now you'll stop telling us how unloving we are when we go out there and tell mommy and daddy that they're bad parents for bringing their children into these indoctrination or actually pedophile events now. Houston Library makes this statement. We are made aware today that one participant for Drag Queen Storytime who read on September 29, 2018, Drag Queen Storytime has a criminal background that should have prevented him from participating in the program. We assure you this participant will not be involved in any future HPL programs. Yeah, trust us. In a review of our process and of this participant, we discovered that we failed to complete a background check as required by our own guidelines. We deeply regret this oversight and the concern this may have caused. Every program sponsored by HPL is supervised by HPL staff, and all children are accompanied by a parent and or guardian. No participant is ever alone with children, and we have not received any complaints about any inappropriate behavior by participants at story times. Well, of course you wouldn't, because the parents are literally saying, oh, it's okay. We want you to have our children. Why would they complain about it? Once again, we apologize for our failure to adhere to our own process in this matter and to the hundreds of parents and caregivers who enjoyed this program with their children. Really? That's all you have to say. Wow. Wow. I hope you guys wake up to this. And again, you guys, like I said, I usually don't do Friday night videos, but when this came across, and again, we were given this, we've been on it, we've been looking at it, we looked at the registry, on all these things here. We had to bring it to you. So we are, as far as I know, they are still keeping with the Drag Queen Storytime program down there on the 30th. But you know, we will live stream while we're there. Okay. So much more information. Like I said, look out on the videos of Houston Library's Drag Queen Storytime event. Look at the Drag Queens Canada Rubber Chickens, and then look up gay slang for chicken and see what that is. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on tonight. I wanted to break this to you guys. Share this video. Hit the notification bar to get notified when we go live and we upload a video. But make sure you share this, because everybody needs to see this, and everybody needs to be aware of what's going on, and everybody needs to be aware of why they need to come out and help us and preach against this evil. Thank you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you guys.